Hey everyone, this is Black Binder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Everquest with the Enchanter class. Alright, I went ahead and bought all of our spells up to level 9, I think. Got quite a few, so there were only a few that are going to be super helpful for us, but let's go through them anyway. Sentinel creates a watchful ward at a location you choose, which will alert you to movement in the area every 2 seconds for up to 360 seconds. What you can do with this is you can set it up where there's patrolling or something. If you're meditating that way, you get a little heads up, or you can set it to where, like, if you're farming one mob and there's another that patrols kind of out of the way, you can set it up for that if you know their paths. But we won't really be using it. Illusion Wood Elf just makes us look like a wood elf. As a human, we should be able to go most places, anywhere that's not evil, and we shouldn't have too many problems. Then we've got Root, just roots them in place. If you hit them with a direct damage spell or damage them, it's got a chance to undo, but usually, like, it can stay quite a while. It might last the whole way. It's just a chance to break free. Eye of Confusion darkens your target's sight, often causing them to run around blindly. I've never heard of that one. I think it might be new. Cancel Magic. You can get rid of buffs on a target, which, if a mob's been alive for a long time, Scruffy, I think this is the first NPC in the game, but that might be just a rumor, so don't quote me on that. Never had him actually drop anything for me, though. Rat Tooth, you can make a necklace out of it. Rat Fur, I think there's a quest in South Quanos to get a cloak. Chaotic Feedback, I think this is our direct damage spell. Yeah, strikes your target with a chaotic burst of mental energy, causing 28 to 32 damage. That'll be fun. It'll most likely be less efficient than our Suffocating Sphere, but if we need to burst something down quickly, I'll keep them both memorized. Soothe, it's just an upgraded lull. We can lower their aggro range. See Invisible. Lesser Shielding. What level do we need for that? We're not 6 yet. It's an upgrade to our Minor Shielding. Merciel's Animation, that's a better pet. Languid Pace, I think this is a slow. Slows are huge in this game, and only enchanters and shamans can do it. I think shamans are better at it. But there were some mobs back in the day that if they weren't slowed, they would just destroy a tank. Even if you were a warrior built for tanking, you needed to slow the enemy just to be able to tank it reliably. Alliance, that it raises your faction with someone. Whirl to you hurl. I think it's like basically a stun, but it spins them around. Illusion Gnome, another animation spell, and then Sentinel we should be able to memorize right now. We're getting much quicker at memorizing our spells because our Meditate is going up. Let's go ahead and let's try Eye of Confusion, and then depending on how well it works, I might use... What was the other one that I wanted to use? I don't even remember. Oh well. Let's get our pet out. We do have our mercenary already with us. Let's redo all of our buffs just so we're ready. Jessaner, we are out of mana. Okay, so we will strengthen him as we go. don't think we can control our pet, can we? I honestly don't know. The mercenary, I forget. Can you command your merc to attack? I don't think so. Because they wanted them to act... I think they didn't want them to be just a completely controllable pet for whatever reason. This guy's kind of rough. Come on, get him down. There we go. Got some crude iron ore. If you were a blacksmith, you could use that. But it's very heavy. So basically what that would mean is, like, you can be a blacksmith as an enchanter, but my carry weight is going to be very low. Like, it's 82 right now. That was a huge issue, actually, with half-elves and dark elves. They're medium and small builds, so they could wear small armor and medium armor. And then barbarians and trolls, they're large, so they would have to get large armor, right? Well, with half-elves and dark elves, you could wear the medium armor, but it was so damn heavy, it would basically take up all of your carrying weight just to wear, like, bronze armor or something like that. I don't think they have that anymore. I've actually, even the last time I played, I didn't see any actual medium armor, so it was kind of cool, but I understand having to make 3 sets of armor and diluting the loot pool would not necessarily be good game design, so I can see that. But carry weight's kind of moot anyway now, because with Defiant gear, even I will be able to get pretty high carry weight. They have a mind of their own sometimes. When I used a caster merc, that dummy would go blast crazy, even unbalanced, and get himself killed all the time. Now my rogue merc runs like 12 miles from group and just starts going kamikaze on stuff. Worn weighted gloves, those, I remember those. Those are, that's a monk weapon. I've been in the game for a very, very long time. This time we're going to try to get into Black Burrow, like start going downstairs a little bit. Downstairs are where the higher level enemies are, but also the camps, because the guys on the top level are very low level. And there's a lot of them, but what that basically means is you move through them quickly. You move through the top level very quickly. Hopefully Fippy Darkpaw, it's not Fippy, but I forget his name, but hopefully he is not spawned. Hopefully it's just another burly gnoll. We'll give it a second. Let's see if anybody's in the zone. Nope. Okay, so we're gonna have to clear it ourselves. Now the best part of an enchanter is they can charm people, which means I can have, and that basically means I can have a very powerful pet, because the pets aren't weaker when you charm them. Actually, in raids, I don't think in the level 50 original, but I think on some of the subsequent expansions. Oh god, please be nice, Grizzly Bear. No, he's not. But he's only threateningly, so there's a chance he might not attack us. Okay, cool. Ding 6. But anyway, we now lose experience when we die. Did I tell you guys that? Yeah, you lose experience when you die, and you can lose a level. I once fell asleep during a raid and lost about 5 levels. I think I went from 52 or 53 to 47, and the GMs came by and they couldn't resurrect me, but they teleported in a cleric with their legendary weapon 1.0, and that had resurrection clicky on it. Like, a clicky is an item you can click on to use an effect. And that cleric res me as many times as I could. It's pretty funny. But where was I going? I forget what I was saying before that. Hopefully it wasn't too important. Alright. So, Now, basically, we don't want to die. It's really not that big of an issue until you get, like, in the 50s. And I assume higher than that, too. But I've never, like I said, I never got above level 59. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to run over here, because this little spot over here is pretty safe. Even if that grizzly bear comes back, he's not going to come close enough to us to threaten or aggro onto us. Ah, he resisted my suffocating sphere. So I'm just going to sit and meditate. He's yellow, and I'm a caster. That means I'm a caster, so he can already hit me easily. Him being yellow just makes it even worse. Just going to keep casting my pet, recasting my pet, getting into aggro, and letting him go on. My pet seems to be cheaper damage. Costs 24 magic to summon my pet, or 38 to do suffocating sphere. And my pet, let's see what he does damage for. It's yellow, so it's going to be hard for him to hit. Because look, my pet is even lower level than we are. Well, he's hitting him for 1 a lot. 3. There we go, 14. But he was behind him. I think if you're behind them, they can't dodge or something like that. All right, let's get away from this grizzly bear. He is yellow. We could probably take him. You know what? Let's go ahead. Oh shit, he's level 9 and I'm level 6. That was probably not a good idea. Why is he running away? He was trying to get to me and he couldn't figure out the path because he's so big. Some enemies do that. But is he still attacking? Yes. Okay. So we're not cheating him, but cheating by killing him this way. Although, I don't think we're going to be able to kill him regardless. It's at 91%, and my guy's at... Our meditate is 41 now, by the way. We're getting very decent at gaining mana. He is actually not hitting very often. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8. Okay, yep. About at least 20 seconds in between attacks. You know what it is I don't think this grizzly bear was meant to be in this zone. I think they put him in instead of the level 17-ish knoll, the named knoll that goes through here, as a way to basically let people in easier. Because, like, this is a level 4 or 5 area right here, and a level 17 knoll would constantly walk back and forth. So if a high-level dude didn't come in and kill him... Where are you guys going? Passive. Ah, fuck it. Just go get him. He might not actually... My pet's might not aggro the gnolls. If I'm not over there to kind of mess with their aggro. Because the grizzly bear isn't on the same faction. Which I'm thinking is helping us out here. See, we don't have any other enemies on the aggro list. I don't know why he started running at 40%, though. That doesn't make any sense. Let me ask. Why is this grizzly bear running from me? Black Burrow. Do enemies usually run at 50% health? Why is this grizzly bear running from me in Black Burrow? You know what we could do is kill some of the easier gnolls while we wait. No, because that'll get my damn... There he is. Let's see, can I reach across? Yes, I can. Ah, he resisted. This is a very resistible spell because it's a debuff, damage, and dot. So it's not that they I don't exactly know how it works resistance-wise, but I'm guessing it just has a modifier that makes it harder to go off. What that means is you basically, for higher levels like this, I'd want to use Tashina before I cast anything. I seen that in Dranic Scar. I think it's a tile or pathing issue. Ah, thank you. Let's see how much experience it gives us. We are at 15% right now. You know what? We can at least get our new spells while we're waiting. None of them are very useful, though. I guess lesser shielding is. He's finally low enough where he couldn't move. Okay, lesser shielding. We will use that. And root is... You don't want to root enemies when they're running away, usually, because it's very inefficient. Because if they are rooted, they will attack, even if they were running before. Nice, that gave us 15%, but it's still inefficient. The most efficient way to kill things solo is usually killing blue or light blue enemies, because you can kill them with very little downtime. Like with a Necromancer, if you're good enough at it, you don't really lose mana in between each fight. You can pad the fight out a little bit longer and use your pet as damage, and then you basically end the fight with the same amount of hit points and mana as when you started it, so you never really stop. Sometimes, depending on the camp that you're at, you might need to speed up a little bit, because you, like, so say there's a gnoll camp, and there's 4 gnolls. Well, I can use a lot of mana to mesmerize, soothe, and split the camp. Split the camp means, like, I try to get one and kill it, and then either zone or wipe the memories of the others, and then come back, and then there's 3. Well, the respawn on that one guy is now, let's say, 7 minutes. So I need to kill one every 2 minutes or so, and then once I've done that and they're all dead, every 2 minutes a new one will spawn. And then from that point on, it's a lot more efficient mana-wise, so you don't have to meditate quite as long. But yeah, splitting a camp is usually pretty difficult. For a Necromancer, what I would do is I'd fear 1 or fear 2 of them, and then just burn one down as quick as possible, and then either zone or feign death to remove the aggro. But that usually involved letting my pet die, because the pet doesn't feign death too. But yeah, it's pretty fun splitting camps. I never played a monk very far into the game, like groups wise, but they had all these tricks for splitting groups and everything like that. Like they'd use throwing weapons to throw it, and then the one that they aggroed would chase just a little bit longer, and they were a little bit ahead of the people in front of them. And then when everybody started going back to spawn, the one that he had hit would stay just a little bit longer, so he'd let them go back a few steps, then get up and hit him again to keep splitting them far enough away to where the big group of enemies he pulled would eventually get all the way back to spawn, while the one that he wanted was still aggroed, if that makes sense. They don't they usually, if I remember right, they don't clear their aggro until they get back to their spawn point, but I could be remembering that wrong. Alright, this is the big group, if I remember right. Let's go ahead and mesmerize this guy just for practice. We still, hitting him for 6 every once in a while is still a good use of our time. It's probably better, well, it's certainly more efficient than casting our spells, our damaging spells. But we just got to watch our hit points. But again, once we get some Defiant gear, our AC is actually gonna be pretty decent. Probably better than, well, most definitely better than a tank way back when at this level. Certainly better stats, that's for sure. I don't know about pure AC. Monks, their AC was kind of dependent on how much weight they were carrying, so you had to carry less than 15 pounds at all times. Then they wore like rags and shit, like a cloth shirt as their armor. So it was pretty unique. All right, let's go back here. Let's see what we can find. Oh, we got a knoll right here. See those awesome graphics on the wall? There's weapons. These are their weapons. They just drew them on the walls. I was thinking, do you want me to turn up the sound? Like here's the only issue is that spells are very loud. So just let me know if you want me to turn it up or not. I wish I could do one or the other, like keep my spells down but turn up the ambient music and everything like that. All right, we got some knoll blood. That's light, so I might as well keep it. I don't think it sells for very well, though. Our one-handed piercing is up to 16, not bad. Let's see. Did I get that? Yes, I did. Okay. See, we're already almost to our next level. This place used to be freaking packed back in the day, at all times. That's the real reason I don't think people camped the top spot, because there's just always people killing it. But there are quite a few camps down below. There's the snake room is the one that I remember the most. But that's hilarious. I tried to solo back then with a warrior, and they don't have any way to heal outside of bandaging. But also, like, they're completely dependent upon their equipment. And I was a little kid who had no higher level guys or whatever, or no way to twink him or get him good equipment. So I just tried to play him like leveling him up like I was a caster, and it was just silly. Like, I had shitty equipment. Could barely kill each snake. I think that might be why I liked the Necromancer so much. They didn't require any equipment. Yeah, it helped, but it's just they didn't need it. They had their own mana regeneration, they had their own heals, and they had their own tank. Later on, their pets, you could decide which one to summon. With magicians, right from the beginning, you get to decide Fire, which is a mage which is awesome because they get their own damage shield, but they were extremely squishy. The fire pet, the water pet, which is kind of the jack of all trades, and then the earth pet, which is kind of the tank, kind of not. He could root people on attack, and then the air pet, which kind of became the tank pet because it has way better AC. The earth pet would have more life, but it would just get beaten into the ground. Like it didn't mitigate any of the damage. So the earth pet kind of became the tanking pet, and it also had a stun proc on it. Nope, we don't want to do that. Oh, we already did. He was too close to death. I should have cast it on the other guy. Oh, that's why, because we were attacking two different targets. Ornate Defiant Plate Helm. We can give our mercenary equipment eventually, but I don't even think you can get it before level 50. Last I checked, it might even be higher than that. But their equipment's pretty badass. It's mercenary only. Let's delete all that. That's just giving us the messages, like telling us we now lose experience when we die, stuff like that. Okay, let's go ahead and pull these guys. There should be two down here. This one's yellow. I'm gonna mesmerize the blue one because it's more likely to go off. Whoa, nope. We do not have enough mana to... Wait, he never attacked us. I want my pet to be able to hit him. Oh wow, he really doesn't want to attack me. I'm sitting right next to him. He should attack me. Oh, somebody's at the front door. Thank you, Alexa. Oh, great. They're not going to realize I'm recording and they're going to scream. Watch. Come on, scream. Nice. They might actually have realized I am recording. That's awesome. Come on, get down. Is that guy not coming? I wonder if it must have worn off by now. Maybe if you mesmerize them and get far away, they don't aggro onto you. Shit. Samther is at 16% life. Not good. But we should have him now. It's actually kind of lucky that it happened that way, because this gnoll would have ran away already if Samther hadn't been within killing distance. I think it's below 25% life. Nice day. Got some tacky silk. Awesome. Alright, let's wait for Samther to get some health back. Oh no, he gets 100% when we kill something. Okay. Or when we level. That's helpful. So I'll start the fight and then get some spells while he does the dirty work. Chaotic feedback. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and put that instead of you. I think we're good for enfeeblement to get rid of that for now. Oh shit, we got the patrolling gnoll as well. Our pet went down. Enfeeblement, I might use the next higher one or for a specific camp. Depends on how well my pet tanks. If enfeeblement makes it more efficient, then I will probably start using it. But right now, I think we should be okay. Suffocating Sphere. 3, 4. Okay. So, direct damage is first, and then let's give it a try. Boom. 28 points of magical damage. Oh my god, I forgot. There's 2 girls upstairs right now. Forgot somebody was coming over. Shut up. Sorry, guys. I wanted to play Everquest, so I knew we were having company, but get up here. See, as we're coming down here, this place is huge. The snake pit is over there. The way deeper is in that way. This is a camp over here. Those guys are too high for me though to kill. One of them's an elite gnoll guard, I think. Yeah, and he's red to me right now. Will you stop killing my pets? However, this guy does have a two-handed sword. Rusty two-handed sword. We might be able to give that to my pet. I don't think so though. Let me see. I don't. Enchanter pets are a lot more restrictive than other pets. Ha! He is using it as a one-hander. Nice. I wonder if it actually matters, because that should give him about 18 damage on his attacks. Shit. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's mesmerize one of them. And we can't. So beckon, hit for 12. The funny thing is, so they don't affect your delay anymore, or they don't make your delay longer, the weapons that you give to your pets, but they can increase the damage. So the funny thing is, if you have a really big slow weapon, you can give it to your pet, and they'll do a little more damage, but they don't attack slower, which is pretty cool. I think it used to affect it delay, either that or if it's faster, it will affect the delay, but Because I remember you used to be able to give daggers to necro pets way back when, and it made them a lot better. There are actually pet-specific weapons you can farm. Like there's these whips at that knoll camp that I told you about, I think a few episodes ago. They drop whips that can proc a paralyzing attack. So, and they're basically just trash drops. They don't sell for very much, and they're not really useful on a warrior. So what you would do is you just basically give them to pets, and they can dual wield them as well. Noel Brewer, let's stay away from him for now. Let's go ahead and clear out all these easy guys. And then he would dual wield paralyzing whips, and the whips have terrible damage, but because your pet's damage isn't affected, at least in a negative way, shit. Come over here. Then it wasn't actually a detriment. But my pet's gonna die. The reason why I'm bringing these... that's why. Son of a gun. We got a train coming. This is a train. Oh, shit. Our pet said more have attacked us. This doesn't look good. Yeah. The cheaper mercenaries, they run away when they get scared. Stop that. I think we will go the Hallis way this time. At least let you see Everfrost peaks. Actually, no. Never mind. I forgot the entrance to this place is huge. Like, it would take us 5 minutes just to get out of this cave on the other end. Look at that aggro list all the way bottom right. Got so many people on there. Oh, that was a quick load. Alright, we need to waste about 4 minutes, so why not? Let's go check it out. Get our Julie's animation back up. See if I remember how long this... I remember it being very long. It's not that bad. Chaotic feedback is evocation, I think. Which means we suck at it right now. Yeah, evocation. Evocation's basically direct damage spells. Wizards are all about evocation. I need to see... I think we should specialize in alteration. The first spell class, I think, that you get above 125 or 100, you specialize in, and that specialization makes it better in some way. Like conjuration, I think it might make your pets better. I don't actually remember. That sounds wrong, but I swear somebody's told me that before. But like with evocation, it makes them quicker or cost less mana or do more damage, stuff like that. So with alteration, I think it'll make our charms better. So, which is like later on, we won't even be using this guy. Depending on the zone we're in, we'll be using charm because charm actually lets us control our pets. The only issue with it is it can break at inopportune times. So you always have to be kind of cautious. You can't just go AFK while you have something charmed. Nope. I don't have enough to mesmerize him, so I'm just going to sit here and wait. Everfrost Peaks. This place is the home of the barbarians in Hallis. This place, back when I was new, this place was it was so hard to figure out where I was going. Look at this. They're all giant peaks, and there's little lines that go through them. So you have no clue. I had no clue where I was because it was all white. And it's like, take a left here and a right here and a left here, and that'll get you to where you need to go. And if you take a wrong turn, it takes you out to the plains, which is a death trap for you because everything's like level 13 at the lowest. This place is cool. There's a giant statue right here. And when I say giant, I mean it's fucking huge. It goes up into the sky and you can climb it. Excuse me. Oh, please don't miss. keep fizzling my spells, which wastes... It doesn't waste all the mana, but I think it wastes 50% or 25% of the mana cost of the spell. Which is funny because, like, say you're trying to train and you're using a spell, well, you're wasting the mana to use it, and you meditate for, let's say, 2 minutes to get all your mana back just to practice the spell, and then you waste all that mana just trying to cast the spell once. These guys are pretty low. They're only level 4, that's why I'm able to melee them fairly easily. Got a minute left on our bodyguard. Mercenary. You know what? Let's open this up. We need to move this. I think down here would be best. Or maybe right here. Let's go. Screw it. We'll just go right here for now. What do we want? Let's take your rusty spear. It's at least 1 gold. But yeah, this place is freaking huge. The mountains are kind of they're the walls, but they're mountains, you know, so they kind of blend together. Barbarians, they're just humans, but they're bigger and dumber. My word, I cannot believe how cold it is out here. I must keep running around just to keep warm. Well, you don't even have a shirt on, dude. See, look how white this is. So freaking white. There must be a fog here or something, because I don't remember the draw sight being so low. Certainly my computer can handle it. They need to increase the draw distance, at least for the background scenery. Alright, let's head back in. See if we can't get back downstairs one more time before we log out. Can't wait till I can actually afford 10 platinum on a 45 minute buff. Or 30 minute buff, I don't remember which. The Spirit of the Wolf. You used to be able to sell just the actual buff. Druids, Rangers, and Shamans all get Spirit of the Wolf, which just increases travel speed. Potions were hilariously expensive because back then only Shamans could make them. Only they could learn alchemy. I think it's alchemy. I'm pretty sure it is. Like, you would think potions in a game like this would be super, like, everybody would try making it because, you know, like, everyone would buy it. There'd be a huge market for it, but I guess it was so difficult to do. Like, there really wasn't. Like, every once in a while I'd find somebody who was able to actually make potions, and because they were one of the few, they could just make so much money. They could charge pretty much whatever they wanted for their stuff. Gate potions were hilariously expensive. If you tried to buy it from a merchant, I think it was like 8,000 platinum. Now what we could do is just jump down, but I bet my pet would aggro shit if I tried. And the piranhas are very dangerous. Take your rusty two-handed sword and give it to my rusty two-handed pet. I think these have about a 7-minute spawn, if I remember right. Chaotic feedback. I'm going to keep using chaotic feedback. I actually think it's a little bit lower mana. Oh yeah, it's like half the mana. So it might actually be just as efficient damage-wise, but it doesn't give it the debuff. So let's actually see here real quick. Chaotic feedback is 36 or 16, so it's about 40% the spell cost of Suffocating Sphere. Suffocating Sphere does 13 damage and then 9 damage every 6 seconds for 42 seconds. So 42 divided by 6 is what? 7? So 7 times 9 is, oh Jesus Christ, 63, I think? Yeah, 63. So 63, 73, 76 damage total for 38. 76 damage total for 38. Yeah, they're about the same amount of damage. And that's if you have Suffocating Sphere do its whole damage rotation at 42 seconds. But that's, like on these guys, it's obviously not going to work. Maybe on a longer fight. But these aren't taking us 42 seconds to kill. And the best part is we need to practice our evocation, so. Holy cow. We hit him a little too hard. He immediately ran. And right into his friends. Yay. Alright, we need to save our nukes for the end of the fight so that doesn't happen. We can nuke them as they try to run away. They shouldn't run if we have 2 people at once. Oh shit. We're at 36 life, so we need to back up. 36%, that is. Gonna nuke him now. There we go. Nothing for us. Nothing for us. Nothing for us. Let's try to make it to the, I want to make it to the snake pit. That's a pretty cool place to find. And the snakes are indifferent. They don't attack on sight, so it is a safe place to log out. Patrolling, no, we need to be careful because we're pretty close to that 30% mark where he might not get off of me. I can always mesmerize him at that point, but it's just better not to get there. There we go. Gabantic slashes for 18 damage. Good job, Gabantic. Ooh, what is this? Crude Defiant Amethyst. That is a gem, and I think we can slot it somewhere. Let's see. I think we got the Crude Defiant Cloth. No, Crude Defiant Cloth Sandals. So this Crude Defiant Amethyst, it only has 1 Dexterity and 1 AC. But I think we can slot it, yep, in this. Not a huge buff, but 1 AC is better than nothing. Alright, let's keep going. Need to be careful of the aggro range around here, obviously. Nope, we want to mesmerize him. Wonder what level we got our first charm. It's probably 10, 11, or 12, if I remember right. Oh my god, stop fizzling. No, I want the other one. There we go. 5 copper, gotta get that 5 copper. Somehow we missed this. Maybe he killed it while I was running. Oh, I am encumbered, so shit. I need to get rid of some of this. Let's go ahead and get rid of the ruined null chain coat. That's an old item, and its lore. Probably not sell for that much. Lore items means you can only get 1 of them. And if I really want one, I'll probably find another one. Alright, the Null Brewer is gone. Where did he go? He might have just patrolled away. We are heading to the snake camp. The piranhas are down there. See the little holes in the wall? You can get in that way. But we aren't going to do that because fighting in the water sucks. There are whole zones that are underwater in this game. Oh yeah, and swimming is a skill, so see how fast I swim? It's because my swimming's at like 1. Okay. Oh yeah, if anybody wanted to actually get this game and play along, I'm not against the idea. I've never actually played through the game with anyone other than my brother, so. If you were wondering about getting the game, I usually do about every other day. Actually, I want to do every day, but just that's how it's happened these last 2 days. Around 6, 7 o'clock is when I usually do it. LOL, nice. What? Apparently nothing. Must have been a mistel. Oh. Come on, get up the damn ladder. It's amateur hour. Why can I not get up this ladder? Okay. See? Giant snakes. I didn't think they used to aggro or help each other, but I remember when I came through here last time, we don't want to go up there, too high a level of people. But when I went through here last time, they actually did aggro, so we'd probably have to mesmerize 1, 2, and 3, attack him, and then jump down. Or we might be able to lull that one and just mesmerize this one, but it's not something I would try. At least not until we're a couple levels higher. Alright, that's where we're going to end it for now. Yeah, go ahead and if you have any requests, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. We're getting high enough level where we have quite a few more options now. We did before, but they were just starting zones, you know. So, except for Tower of Bone. I'm not going to the Tower of Bone. Or the Field of Bone. I always go there. Or, God, what is it? Kesora's Tower? No, Karnar's Tower? Whatever, the tower in Kunark that everyone always goes to in the beginning. I've done it too much. I don't want to do it again. So, all right, I'll see you guys later, and have a good night. Take it easy.